Ali has been tasked with delivering an academic presentation. He has brainstormed excellent ideas and outlined his presentation, but a few questions linger in his mind. How do I start? Will they listen to me? Suddenly, another thought interrupted his momentum. What if I asked a question instead? Or maybe I can quote someone inspiring. What about a story? Everyone loves a good story, right? I think I can also share interesting fact. Yes, starting a presentation with an attention getter can captivate the audience instantly. In this lesson, we'll focus on strategies to start a presentation effectively. We'll explore techniques to make an introduction more engaging and impactful. By the end of this lesson, we will also discuss the key differences between formal and informal language, ensuring a professional and appropriate tone in any presentation. To begin an engaging presentation, it's crucial to start with an attention getter. This is a powerful technique used at the very start of a presentation or a speech to immediately capture the audience's attention and draw them into your topic. An effective attention getter serves as a bridge between you and your audience, sparking their curiosity and setting the tone for the rest of your presentation. One effective way to use an attention getter is by starting with a powerful quotation. Starting a presentation with a powerful quotation is a tried and true technique to engage your audience immediately. A well-chosen quote from a famous person or expert can be meaningful, impactful, and perfectly aligned with your topic. Here's an example using a quote to emphasize the benefits of having a healthy lifestyle. As wellness advocate Tony Robbins says, the higher your energy level, the more efficient your body. The more efficient your body, the better you feel, and the more you will use your talent to produce outstanding results. This perfectly captures why a healthy lifestyle is a key to unlocking our full potential. Another compelling way to captivate your audience's interest is by sharing an interesting fact or a statistic. This approach not only grabs attention but also immediately establishes context and relevance to the main idea of your presentation. The chosen fact or a statistic should be impactful and directly connect to your topic, creating a seamless and logical bridge to your content. For example, if your presentation is about the importance of exercise, you might start with, did you know that according to the World Health Organization, physical inactivity is a leading cause of approximately 3.2 million deaths each year? This alarming fact shows how vital regular exercise is for a healthy life. Another attention getter that you may use is by asking questions. Questions encourage the audience to reflect on their own experiences, knowledge, or opinions related to the topic. This creates a mental connection to the subject, making them more likely to engage with your presentation. For example, when was the last time you truly felt energetic and productive throughout the day? Could it have been linked to what you ate or how much you slept? This question makes the audience think about their personal habits, preparing them for a presentation on healthy living. You may also share interesting stories with your audience. Using stories or anecdotes as an attention getter is powerful because it taps into the emotional side of the audience, making the content more relatable and engaging. A story often evokes emotions such as joy, sadness, surprise, or curiosity. This emotional engagement immediately creates a connection between the speaker and the audience, helping to illustrate the message effectively. For instance, you can share an inspirational story. When I was in college, I failed my first major exam. I felt like a failure and even thought about giving up on my degree. But then, a professor told me something that changed my life. Failure is just a step towards success. With renewed determination, I worked harder and eventually graduated at the top of my class. Today, I want to share how setbacks can become stepping stones to achieving your goals. After securing the audience's attention, it is important to introduce the presentation topic. This statement informs the audience about the subject of your presentation. This step also ensures that the audience knows what the presentation will be about and how it is relevant to them. The next step to establish an effective introduction is by establishing credibility. It is a key step in any presentation because it helps the audience trust you and believe in the value of what you're saying. When you establish credibility, you set the foundation for a successful, persuasive presentation. As a student, you may not be an expert in the field. However, you can establish credibility by sharing your personal interests or personal experience with a topic. You can also share your reading of the research articles in preparation for the presentation. For instance, you may say, in preparing for today's presentation, I've also read several research articles that explore the benefits of breakfast, including studies published in well-known journals like the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. These studies back up what I've personally experienced and give a scientific foundation to the points I'll be sharing with you today. Now here comes the final step in your introduction. You are highly encouraged to preview the body of your presentation. The purpose is to inform the audience about the flow of the presentation. So for example, if your presentation is on the benefits of eating breakfast, you may say, today, I'd like to focus on the 3 benefits of having breakfast for university students. I'll first elaborate on the benefit, which is to kickstart metabolism. Then, I'll move on to the second benefit, which is to perform better in study. The third benefit that I'll be presenting is to maintain a healthy weight. To recap, there are 4 steps to start an introduction effectively. First, use an attention getter to captivate the interest of the audience. Then, introduce the topic of the presentation. After that, you establish credibility, and finally, you can preview the body of your presentation. However, please take note that the introduction should not exceed 2 minutes of your presentation. Now let's continue our lesson by exploring the differences between formal and informal language in academic presentation. Formal language is crucial for maintaining a professional tone. It includes the use of proper grammar and technical terminology specific to a certain field of study. In academic and formal presentations, the tone should reflect professionalism. This means avoiding overly casual expressions, slang, or humor that might detract from the seriousness of the topic. For example, instead of saying, "Hey everyone, I'm going to talk about our project and it's going to be pretty cool," you should use a more professional tone. For example, "Ladies and gentlemen, I will now present the key findings of our research project." Another element that you should consider when delivering an academic presentation is a selection of suitable and appropriate words. Selecting an appropriate choice of words is a critical aspect of using formal language, as the words you choose can significantly influence how your audience understands and responds to your message. Look at the example given here. Instead of using an informal expression like a couple of students, opt for more formal and precise alternatives such as several students. Phrasal verbs, while common in everyday conversation, should be avoided in academic presentation due to their informal nature and potential for ambiguity. This is because phrasal verbs often have a casual tone that is unsuitable for the formal context of an academic presentation. In the example here, it is recommended to replace phrasal verbs like look up with a more precise and formal alternative such as search. Another key feature that you may consider when delivering an academic presentation is the structure and clarity. These are the essential features of formal language, particularly in academic presentation, as they ensure your message is organized, easy to follow, and effectively communicated. Let's have a look at the example given here. In an informal setting, you would probably say, "I'll just talk about stuff and get to the point." However, in an academic presentation, you should improve by saying, "We will begin with an overview, followed by an analysis of key findings, and conclude with recommendations." This is how you can have a proper structure of your presentation. Now, Ali has a clearer understanding of how to craft an effective introduction and incorporate formal language into his presentation. Moving forward, he can focus on developing the body of his presentation to ensure a well-structured and coherent delivery. In this lesson, we have explored how to create an engaging introduction and examined the key differences between formal and informal language, emphasizing the importance of selecting appropriate language for academic and professional contexts. Remember, proper preparation leads to a more impactful and professional presentation. That's all. Thank you.